Hi everybody! This week for me has been filled with emotions, and I want to reflect a little bit on that because managing emotions as an actor is a tough task. As a human in general is a tough task, but as an actor you have another dimension that you need to take care of. Actors play with emotions every day. They create emotions. Sure, they're fake, but at the same time they're still authentic. You still feel them in your body. And so even though it's a different thing, sometimes we have trouble separating one from another, separating life from scene. And that's not unprofessional, that is just what happens sometimes even with the best actors, because it's a hard task being an actor. Look at those method actors that play the character that was crazy and they started having mental health issues. The mental health day was this week, and so I think it's important to come on here and talk about this because this week has been a learning process about my emotions. And my history with dealing with my emotions is like, I always thought I was good at dealing with my emotions except one of them, which was anxiety. But the more I grow up, the more I discover that's not true. And also, especially as a teenager, like emotions are really strong. Every emotion is really heightened. Why am I crying for an hour straight and then I'm smiling like I just found paradise? But I found that, especially since I've gone into college, I repressed my emotions a lot. I still knew I felt them, but I didn't express them outwards. And I think that energy stuck in my body was not a good thing for me. I think it made me more anxious, which is the emotion I have the hardest time dealing with. And so now I am trying to express myself more, learning how to accept what I feel and not get frustrated. For example, this week had 2 days where I went home and started crying. I got frustrated in a class that was very intense physically and psychologically, and so I went home and cried a lot and wrote about it. And then I was fine. And it feels good to process emotions that way because it makes me feel less anxious. I don't overthink about the same thing over and over again because I express it and then that's it. Sometimes I used to be thinking about the same thing for so long and being sad about it, but I wasn't sad about it because I didn't express it. Doesn't mean it's crying. I just didn't express it, so it was stuck on me. And so I was sad for longer. But I am still learning how to express myself better again, because there's a lot of energy in me that doesn't know where to go. And this week has had a lot of tests for me to regulate my emotions, especially when it comes to stress and learning how to calm down. If you've seen the video before this, you probably know I'm meditating now. I'm trying to meditate more, and I think it has paid off because I do feel calmer in the morning. I meditate in the morning and I do feel less anxious. This week there was this class that had an exercise. It was a group exercise and it was very simple, but we disagreed a lot. And it caused a lot of stress, and everybody just wanted to be over with it because everybody was losing their minds. And I was really stressed, but then we went to lunch and I just separated myself from it in all ways. Instead of having lunch at school, I got off of school and had lunch in a garden to be far from their environment, to be alone, to be by myself a little bit, and just started breathing the air. And I wrote about my frustrations, and then I reminded myself that none of this really matters that much. There's people that believe nothing matters, and there's people like me who believe that everything matters that much, and I do still believe that, but sometimes I gotta remind myself that no, it doesn't. This does not matter that much. I shouldn't be stressing about this little thing. And that helped me, and I felt better, and it's just one of the strategies that I use to calm myself down. And also, the key thing about emotions is accepting them, because I can be asking, why do I have this emotion? Why do I feel sad? Why do I feel angry? Why do I feel blah blah blah? But we shouldn't judge them. We shouldn't judge our emotions. And I am used to judging them a little bit. This week had a lot of laughs and a lot of cries, but I gotta remind myself that it's normal, because I went back to college, new class, not knowing anybody, not being used to the routine of a theater student, physically and mentally, and it's a new start, so it's normal to be afraid, it's normal to have some hard days. That's all temporary, like all emotions are. And so if you take one thing from this video is accept your emotions. I know this was short and I keep making videos of just me talking, but it's what I'm feeling in the moment. We will have videos of other things and with images, not just me talking to a camera, but I feel like these are very important for me. I need them because I need to see what I thought now. And so I hope you followed my train of thoughts and enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or anything you want to share, you can leave it in the comments down below. And yeah, have a great weekend. Bye!